So, you want to be profitable, and you want to be profitable in 2026. Well, guess what? So do I. So, I'm here to tell you exactly the steps that I'm going to take to do that myself. But before we get into all that content and juicy tips and details, I just want to say what's goody. It has been way too long since my last video. It's been like 2 or 3 weeks. I just took a little break from trading and making videos through the holidays because it's not really a good time to trade anyway. So I figured it'd be best to let the mind rest and worry about it when it gets here. And guess what? It's here. It is January 2nd, the day after New Year's. Duh. And we're gonna have a fucking awesome year, man. We're just gonna kill this year, make it ours, and have a good time while we do it. But anyway, I won't waste your time. Let's get straight into the details. So I took some notes. I got 3 categories of some recipes that'll help you guys become profitable this year. But I'm not just talking to you guys. I really am just doing this for me. I'm not just doing this for me. I'm doing this for everybody. But I'm making this video for me as well because I need this information just as much as you guys do. Because I have a list of goals back here, and I just remade them for New Year's. They're not like resolutions, but I did this last year, and I completed like half of them. And one of them was to be profitable at the end of this year, and or end of last year, 2025, and I just barely missed it, but that's okay. That was my first full year of day trading, and now we're on to the second, and we're well into it. So, what do I want to say to myself? What do I want to look back to? I think a great place to start, maybe not the most important, it's very important, but that is risk management in general. And I've talked about this a lot, so I'm gonna just spitball and think about some of the things that are gonna get me into the exact place I want to be. That's, of course, starting with the 1 to 3% rule on every trade. I'm never going to risk more than 1 to 3% of the account. Jeez, I'm rocking back and forth. I gotta sit still. I'm so hyped, man. I've been ready to make a video. I've just been slacking. But anyway, 1 to 3% rule. Simple as it can be. If you only risk 1% of your account, you'd have to lose 100 trades in a row to blow the account. And I promise you, if you lose 100 trades in a row, you're either the most unlucky trader of all time, the worst trader of all time, or you just don't need to be trading and it's not for you. I've never lost that many trades in a row, so I doubt you guys would too. It's just a safety net for you. And with 3%, more risk, but still, you got to lose what, 33, 34 trades in a row to blow an account. So just keep it at a low and you'll be a-okay. No revenge trading this year for me, unless I am like 90% sure that either my direction is correct or I know we're going to be reversing. This was a big thing for me in 2025 that I kept losing a lot more money than I should have. Not that I was risking too much, but I was essentially risking too much when I was adding positions after losing or winning. But really, if you win, you should totally not take a trade. Even if you win $5, just get off. You beat the market. If you lose, it's all the more reason not to trade. Why would you want to even risk more and lose more when you could just totally play it safe and keep your losses from turning into bigger losses for the day or month or year, right? So, a lot less revenge trading for me this coming up year. And I will be sure to look back on this and make this video and the information inside of it a absolute forefront and diagram for me because I think I will benefit from it a ton. I think you would too. Another thing about risk management and my risk management this year is I am not going to be forcing trades. I think I started struggling with this as I started making videos because I wanted to make videos. So I was like, I got to get a trade in today. No more of that. If I'm not feeling well or not feeling well like physically, or you know what I mean, if I just am not in a good headspace, I'm struggling to see confluences. I'm not reading price action as well as I want. I need to sit on my hands, watch the charts, or just get off, and no trades need to be taken. Some days it's just best to sit out because price action is not always good, especially when you're trading a specific strategy. Other days are better for others, and you need to be very aware of that and be able to identify when you are not feeling your best and sit the hell out for the day, okay? On top of that, you don't want to force a trade when you're marrying your bias, or again, this kind of ties back into revenge trading. Just because you want a certain zone to be tapped, or you want the trade trend to be in a direction you want it, there is no reason to press the button when you are not 100% sure, because of course that's how you lose money, and we do not want that. Not in 2026. We are here to take over, man. All right, next up, I think this is a thing that a lot of people need to hear. And I only struggle with this a little bit, but I am very aware of how important it is to have a definitive strategy. It is so important to have a strategy that works for you and to go and apply and teach yourself that strategy, that one strategy, instead of going off and looking at everything possibly in the book. Because when stuff jumbles together, you're going to confuse yourself and it's not going to end well. Whenever I was like first learning to trade, I stuck to exactly what I was learning on YouTube, on free courses, and then I wanted to learn more and more and more. And I think that is exactly where I was going wrong, is I was over flooding my mind with all this information that I didn't even know my definitive strategy well enough to go look at other information and find other confluences when I should have just been practicing what I did know, right? So, just for quick reference here, uh, my strategy, I'm every morning I'm marking out high impact zones or high resistance liquidity. I'm looking for a sweep of high resistance liquidity, and I'm either looking for a break of structure for a sign of a reversal, which is like usually what I'm looking for, or strong confluences to show me continuation, whether that be fair value gaps, inverse fair value gaps, SMT divergence, equilibrium, or any sort of Fibonacci range. That might sound like straight Japanese to people who don't know what I'm talking about, but I have a strategy video in the works, so stay tuned for that. But yes, stay very in line with one strategy, whatever works for you, and go and apply that instead of going off and trying to find other strategies that overcomplicates everything and confuses the hell out of yourself. Okay? And limit yourself to a certain set of confluences that work better for you. So within my strategy, there is like, let's see, order blocks, breaker structure, fair value gap, inverse fair value gap, SMT divergence, breaker blocks, BPR. We're looking at like 8 or 9 strategies. 2 I didn't list off. You know, you get what I'm saying. So something that I want to work on is, which is like I said, I have a strategy video in the works. This is part of it. Is actually defining what works for me, because I'm in that same chair as you guys. I know so many confluences, and I'm trying to undercomplicate it. I'm trying to simplify it. Like I think sweeps, break a structure, 5-minute fair value gap, or 5-minute inverse fair value gap, or an order block. That's boom. That's what I need to be doing. Just bang, bang, bang. Those 3 exact things, those 3 exact confluences need to line up for me every time for me to press buy or sell. That's my point. That's exactly what you guys should be doing. That's exactly what I need to be doing. It's just finding that definitive strategy that works for you. Without repeating myself any further and annoying you guys, I want to move on to the most important part. If you're sticking around for this long, I appreciate you, and this will be very worth your time to hear. And that is your mindset and psychology. Easily the hardest part about trading. Learning those confluences, learning that strategy, learning the risk management rules. That's all cool. That's great. That's going to help you succeed in this day trading stuff a lot faster than others. But none of that matters if you are in the wrong headspace for this stuff, or your mindset is not in the right place. Now, I know we've all been in that situation where we hit a crazy win and we get super hyped, and it's just like a blast of dopamine. And vice versa, we've all had the experience of we just had a trade and then boom, lost everything. You turn it into a bigger loss. And now you're pissed. The rest of your day is ruined. You're mad as fuck. I have been there for sure. I've let that stuff get to me like no other. This year, nada. No more of that. I want to focus on being emotionless to my trades, win or loss. If I win, great, cool. On to the next. If I lose, great, cool. On to the next. We learn from it. I'm not saying to not pat yourself on the back on your wins. I'm not saying you shouldn't take a loss serious, but you've got to refrain from getting super hyped or getting super pissed or sad when stuff doesn't go your way, because that is just going to kill you, and you're going to trade with emotion, and that just leads to absolute downfall. And trust me, I know you can check my videos in the last 2 3 months. I have had my losses, and you guys see how sad I get. But yeah, no more of that. I'm going to be emotionless, tell it to you straight, tell it to myself straight. Yeah, and we're going to learn from it. Like I said, 2026, this is our year. Ooh, excuse me. Okay, this next one you can call me out. I even made a video about journaling your trades, but I need to work on my journaling. Uh, I have these videos to look back on and help me, but I'm not really going back to watch my videos. I think what helps me best is typing out or writing out exactly what happened during that trade, especially on losing days. I don't even know if I should say that because a winning day is just as valuable, but on a loss, you learn exactly what happened and what went wrong. And when you track your winning trades, from what I've seen with my not only my own experience, but on YouTube and Twitter and whatever, yada yada, when you track your wins, you start narrowing down what confluence is fit for you, what time frames, how your headspace was. And the same for losses. You learn, okay, I didn't win off this order block. I woke up late and I was drowsy when I was trading. Okay? It's a normal thing, happens to all of us, but without that journal, all that information just goes out the window. And you go into your next trading session without a second thought. You know what I mean? And I say that from my own heart because I have been struggling to journal and I just have not been on myself about it enough as I should be. So I'm here to take accountability for that and start making a change now before it is too late or it drags on for too long. And finally, just as a bonus here, something that is on that, sorry, the camera's flipped, on that whiteboard back there. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I am going to focus on affirmations this year. Every morning or every night before I go to sleep or when I wake up, I want to look in the mirror and read off affirmations to myself. Because I do truly believe that 2026 will be such a positive year for me in day trading and life in general. And this applies to everything else aside from trading. You can make affirmations about anything, but you have to truly believe that what you want is going to happen. You have to truly believe what you're working for is going to reap every reward that you've desired. So what I would ask you to do is to get a journal or a piece of paper or a whiteboard and jot down at least 10 at least 10 affirmations you can just look yourself in the eye and read yourself every morning to make yourself believe that whatever you want is going to happen. That starts for me today. Tonight I'm going to get my journal. It is right here in my okay, this thing is going to be worth thousands of dollars one day. I just know it because I have all my trading information in here, everything, and I'm going to read out my affirmations. There they are. I'm not letting you read them because it's private. I don't know, maybe I will one day, but reading those every day or night, and I'm going to get it in my head that I'm going to be profitable. I'm going to be successful, and I'm going to help others do the exact same thing because that's exactly why I started this channel, and that's all I want. And I hope you guys see the genuosity of that. I don't even know if that's a word, but it is now. Man, let's make 2026 the year of success, the year of us, the year of progression, the year of that next step, right? Because I'm not just doing this for me, as big as that is for myself to get everything I want. We got to prove the haters wrong, give our family and friends everything they ever wanted, help people you don't know. Yeah, all the above, man. That's what matters. That's what we all want. It's just a change in our lives for the better, right? With that being said, man, I'm going to leave my social medias around here. If you want to check out an old video, I'm going to leave those up here. And I appreciate every single one of you. Hope you guys had an amazing Christmas, an awesome New Year. Let's go get this bread. Deuces.